me in your head, because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear
you.
any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Cubs Radio. Cubs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The Knockem Dead Comedy. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. Hope everybody's well so far on this Tuesday morning, a little chilly Tuesday morning. Governor's right here in Levittown. We're on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast. Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. That is the place where you'll see Curtis Connor this weekend. YouTube sensation, Curtis Connor. I think my son's going to that. That's this weekend. Governor's here in Levittown. The brokerage this weekend in Belmore. James Mattern will be there this weekend. And James Mattern will be Zooming with us on Friday. James Mattern will be Zooming with us on Friday. And I think Brian McGinnis might be here. I'm not sure. He might be in the studio with me. And, of course, at McGuire's in Bohemia this weekend. Tim Crompier Very funny comedian Tim Crompier will be playing McGuire's this weekend. And Tim Crompier will be Zooming with us on Thursday. Tim Crompier on Thursday on the Zoom. And James Mattern on Friday on the Zoom. Brian McGinnis possibly here in the studio. All sorts of great stuff happening on the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast. But also at McGuire's this Friday. On Friday, out in Bohemia. McGuire's, Friday, Bohemia. Tim Saliani's Shut Up Stupid Show. That's the late show over there at McGuire's in Bohemia. Carla Okerson, Kathy Arnold, Tim Thompson, and our very own Andy Plajanos, who will not be here in the studio with me on Friday. Son of a bitch. Lots of great stuff happening here at Governor's Comedy Club. Go to govs.com to check out their schedule and find out what's going on and make your reservations. Make your reservations for all their great shows. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see everybody this morning. Hope everybody's well. We're just getting underway here, doing our thing. It's Tuesday Trivia, and you know what that means? Oh, my goodness. What the... Look! I'd be going like this if I were you. Whoa. Sallie's back, everybody. Sallie's back. Hi, Sallie. Well, not just her back, her whole self. Move over that way a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Sallie's here.
It's weird being in the seat. Plus, I don't know what to do with these. Hi.
You talk into it. That's what you do.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good.
What do you turn that? You don't need that, do you?
I know, but it's weird not like hearing my voice. I don't know how to do that.
When you talk, you don't hear your voice?
No,
just when you
it
speak?
sounds totally different when it's not in the system.
And because Sallie's back, I've taken a page out of her book. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I have the phone number flashing. I shouldn't even do that.
Oh, wow,
Because
that's an extra present.
Because Sally is the phone Nazi.
Well, it's trivia. It's
Tuesday
Day.
Trivia, plus you're back. So I figured, I'll turn the phone off today and let you have a few minutes to say hi to everybody. And Kirsten saying hi. She says, "Hi, Sallie, welcome back!" Exclamation point.
Kirsten, hey, everyone. Hey, Liz. How is everyone? Yeah, so I'm doing good. So I'm good. I'm on a lot of pain meds.
We can tell.
I'm on a lot of pain meds.
Let me tell you guys, this right here is the worst patient in the world.
I am. I'm the worst.
She's rolling around. She's walking. She's doing stuff. Even in here today, I said, sit down. I got this. I'll take care. I've been doing it by myself for weeks. And she still was walking around pressing buttons and doing things like, sit the fuck down.
I like to help. Yeah, I'm not good at that. I excel at other things other than asking people for help. I'm not good at it.
And one downside to this surgery.
But it does make me, I should, because I feel much sore at the end of the day, so.
Right. She came in here, I said, last night was Monday, we had Steve Squared, we had Flip Tracks Radio. I said, I'll come in and engineer. She insisted on doing it. Got home, she's like, I'm sore, I need to lay down.
I was really sore.
And I said, told you I'd do it, woman. So yeah, you be careful. You don't do anything. You sit there and relax. If you have to, you go to the couch and put the headset on so you could, sit back.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm on like a.
Should you lay back and we'll just put this mic at you and I'll bring this mic over?
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm on like a nerve medication, a muscle relaxer, and like just a regular old pain med too. So I'm all right. I'm good.
Well, one downside, they said that there could be temporary voice loss.
No, they did not.
They did say that.
Well, I have my voice works.
Well, right. That was my point. One downside was that the temporary voice loss didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they definitely said that it could, but
right.
As you can see, singing, I can't sing without pain. So now...
Yeah, but you used to inflict the pain when you sang.
Now everyone's in pain, including me.
This is a sign that you're not supposed to be singing.
Yeah, the vocal cords definitely are sore.
All right, so calm down. Be quiet.
Yeah.
For
singing, not talking.
Liz says, "Hi, Sallie. So happy to see you. I missed you. Love you."
Love you too.
Adam Snare, good morning, Knockem Deaders. Welcome back, Sallie.
Yay.
Elizabeth says, happy pills.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Elizabeth says, nobody can do it like Sallie.
There's a song. Is that a song? Nobody can do it like Sallie.
Carly Simon. Right. Carly Simon knew that nobody does it like you.
Yep.
And now Elizabeth knows it too.
Yep.
That nobody does it better than you.
Yeah, but I
See,
should.
Elizabeth
I should
set
just
me
let
up.
people do things.
The second you come back, Liz sets me up. Good morning, Jeff Bosey. Good to see you, pal. Jeff Bosey, I owe you a thank you, and I'll explain it later. Actually, I got to reach out to you. Jeff Bosey and Mike Keegan performing for Knockem Dead Comedy on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
On Thursday, we have a game show, and we have a murder mystery. So Eric and I are going to the murder mystery. So so we reached out to Mike and Jeff, said, can you guys head on over to the game show for us? And they said they would.
Awesome.
So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, so Jeff, we got some further instructions. Got to give you an address, and he'll be working with Keegan. They're buddies, so that'll be fun for them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to put it. Are you all right? You good?
Yeah.
You got it all set up?
Yeah.
Would you prefer it over this way?
Well,
what do you like?
I like
Because all right, so fine. So put it over here.
All right. I don't want to mess up your setup.
You're not messing anything.
That's good, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, good.
Are you like it looks like you're stretching to reach the mic.
No, it's like right here.
Promise?
Yeah.
Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com and come check us out. We got some public shows coming up. We're performing at Frank Steaks in January.
I love that place.
It is a great place.
It's good food.
Yeah. So yeah, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see our schedule. Game shows.
It's a little
Game shows,
bizarre,
murder
like the
mysteries.
setup. Remember they put like me, the sound guy, in like a closet?
Well, where else are you going to go?
I don't know.
There's
no other way. I'm just saying it's like a
no, it
little
works.
weird of a setup.
Going in that closet was better than. Remember, we had you right in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, that was bad.
I hate that.
Yeah, but it's a great setup and great food, great atmosphere. They get good crowds in there. So yeah, that's January 21st, I think it is. Just go to our website and see the schedule. Game shows, audience interactive murder mysteries, hilarious shows. knockemdeadcomedy.com.
Hi, Tony Walker.
Hey, Sallie O'Neill. Wait, I saw something. Andy Plagianos, major upgrade on the second seat. And there's DJ. Hello, S. Nice to see you.
Thank you, DJ D Love.
DJ D Love was very feisty yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was using.
Did he say bad words?
He was using bad
Sometimes
words.
he uses bad words.
Yes. Right above my head, please like and share the show to all your social media places. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts. And if you're looking to do a podcast, where better than a reputable club with great people walking around and a professional atmosphere with cameras and mics and phone calls and Zoom and graphics and boobies. All sorts of great stuff. Maybe you want to do your own podcast for one time, or you like to do it on a regular basis, or you know somebody who does. Makes a great gift. Contact us on Facebook now for special holiday rates.
I have something to talk about.
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, good. Okay, so I have to ask you guys something. And before I give the answer, just write in the comments what you think. Because I'm taking Kevin, the whole driver's ed thing. So we're driving around a lot.
Kevin is taking driver's ed at school.
Yeah, so we're driving around a lot. We're practicing parallel parking, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So he asked me today,
Mommy, where do babies come from?
when you love someone very deeply.
And then the stork comes.
And then the stork comes. He asked me, and sometimes Kevin always knows the answer because, Kevin's a know-it-all. So a lot of times he'll just ask me to see if I still remember because I took driver's ed 1,000 years ago. So he's like, so when you come to a four-way stop sign, four-way stop, and everyone has a stop sign, who has right of way? So what does that answer? Because what hit me...
Hang on. A four-way... So there's a stop sign on all four corners, and who gets to go first?
Give people a chance to write in first. But it's funny because, my answer is not going to be what you guys wrote. And I explained to Kevin, and it's completely, what I'm going to say to you guys is completely true.
Hmm.
So what do you think?
Are you saying that all 4 cars got there at the exact same time?
Yeah.
What are the chances of that? I would just say that to Kevin. That
I see
would
that
never
on
happen.
cartoons all the time. They're like, oh, like coming at the same time.
It's a cartoon. It's not real life.
Yeah. But, you know.
I would just smack Kevin in the face. Say, these things don't happen.
Go parallel park.
Yeah.
I made him parallel park between
Bake
a
a cake.
car and a bag of trash today.
A bag of trash?
Yeah, because like when you go for your test, you just have to do a parallel park behind a car, but you don't have to do a parallel park between 2 cars.
They don't make you do it behind 2 cars in between 2 cars anymore?
Yeah. Oh, and another thing that I found out, the driving instructor told us that you're allowed to hit the curb, so you were wronged. You got totally wronged. They changed that rule.
What? Well, allowed to hit the curb when? On a parallel park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Anywhere.
That's not anywhere at all.
You're allowed to hit. You could take your driving test hitting the curb the whole time, like bounce, 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 bounce.
No.
Yes, you were just not allowed to go over the curb now.
All right. Well, that was the problem.
Did you go over the curb?
When I was 17, taking my first driving test, I was making
Did you really?
I was making a right. I swear to this day that the tire rubbed against the curb.
Yeah.
The instructor was saying, no, you went over the curb.
Oh.
And
But you don't think you did.
I to this day don't think I did.
Yeah, they totally screwed you.
And I did, and the instructor told me, and I had no idea. And again, it was I pulled out of the spot to start the test, made the right with the curb. Did the rest of the test, drove around, parallel parked, whole works. Because the instructor didn't say anything.
What a jerk.
So I did the rest of the test
Male
perfectly.
or female?
I think it was a female, if I remember right. I mean, it's 30-something years ago. I think it was a female. I did the whole test, never said a word. When we got back, the instructor said, well, you did this great, and that was fine. You did this. But unfortunately, hitting the curb is an automatic failure. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know.
You didn't even think it was you.
Right. So the instructor was like, so I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
And I swear to God, that's how it went. I was like, well, you hit the curb. But,
And you're just a little kid. That makes me mad.
I even said, I went over the curb.
I hope they're dead now.
It was like I shot the clerk. I was doing that. It's like, I hit the curb. I hit the curb. And then, she said, when you made the right. And I said, I just kind of rubbed the curb. She goes, no, you went over the curb.
What car did you take the test in? The driver's ed car?
No.
I didn't. Well, I did.
No.
Yeah.
No, I took driver's ed at school, so that wasn't an option. That was my mother's car. My mother's Chevy Chevette scooter.
Scooter. Can you imagine if your mom was actually she drove a scooter?
My-
like if your mom drove a moped.
My pal Joe
That'd be
Murphy.
really funny.
My pal Joe Murphy. We did everything together back then. Joey and I were super close friends.
Did you make out?
No. We took Joey and I did everything together. Our mothers have the same birthdays. Our mothers knew each other when they were growing up as kids.
Wow.
We used to finish each other's sentences. It was nuts. So we even took our driving test together. The same day, the same place.
You guys are gay.
So he comes walking over. He took his first and he passed.
Oh, that sucks.
And he comes walking over and he's like, we both had Chevette scooters, by the way. But he comes walking over and I'm going back and forth, like me and the instructor were repeating ourselves. You went over the curb. You went over the curb.
Maybe Joey went over the curb.
Well, no, he passed. But he comes over and he hears this.
No, it's the same car. I'm saying maybe she was confused.
So he just goes, he's actually like trying to get me out. Like, he's like, you hit the curb. Like, I don't know if he feels I did or not, but he was just like, basically saying, don't argue with the instructor. Get the hell out, So he was like, dude, you hit the car. Come on. You hit the curb. Come on, let's go. Because I was getting mad. Like, I couldn't believe it. So I had to wait, I think, another 2 months to take the road test. And then it was a month. Yeah, maybe 2 months.
And
yeah,
then you went on
to
to get a commercial driver's license, so suck it.
Oh, yeah, I can drive almost any type of vehicle now.
Yeah. You can.
Me and Joe used to go around saying, we used to, like, we were talking to girls and stuff. We're like, want to ride in our vet? Like, you have a vet? A Chevette.
Yeah.
And, and then they, like, that's not bad enough. Chevette scooter.
Come on.
Joey's...
Everyone has crap cars in life.
No, but ours were especially crappy.
But your mom has a car now that drives itself. How many people have that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But, Joey's Chevette scooter, we were like the Flintstones. It had no floor.
Yeah.
underneath the driver's
I've
seat.
had cars like that.
And the brakes hardly ever worked.
Like you drop something on the ground and you actually literally have to worry about it going in the road.
Joey actually bought this car. Yeah, screw it. It's 30 plus years later. Who cares? He bought this car before he got his license.
Yeah.
So he used to park the car 3 blocks away from his house, and he actually gave me a spare key. And he would use it. He used it every day.
Without a license.
Oh yeah, he had it for probably.
Don't you
a few
realize
months
like
before he got his license.
you're not going to be able to legally drive for a really long time if they ever catch you?
Oh, we were stupid. We did. You don't think about that when you're that age. You
Like
just
Sam
do
was
stupid
driving
things.
Kevin around the other day, and Sam said, "Why don't you drive home?" He goes, "I would, but I forgot my learner's permit." So Sam, the rule breaker, says to the rule follower, "Kevin, you're driving fine. Just drive home." And Kevin's like, "No, I don't want to take the chance of not getting my license in time."
Yeah, let's talk about Sam for a second.
Okay, you just want to get it off your chest because I don't like
No.
make fun of him anymore.
I'm just going to talk about this one thing because we're talking about driving. Sam, who's 21 years old, has been driving for 3 years. Got his license for 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Has a bumper sticker on his car. Put one of those magnets on the back of his car.
Sure.
Student driver.
he loves it.
Because now he feels the people around him won't get so mad when he's...
And they get out of his way and they let him like get in. Yeah, he's so like that. Yeah, because I put this, magnetic bumper sticker on Kevin's car when he's driving around, so like people give him a break. But I had an extra one, so Sam goes, "Can I have it?" And I'm like, "Sure." And he's had it on his car ever since. He drives it to college.
Oh, it never comes off.
No, he loves it.
He
But
loves
he's
it.
done that before. Like I remember when he was like a teenager, you make characters to play video games against each other, and that's who you are. And other players from all over the place, like other countries, recognize you and your name and who you are. And he made this like voluptuous like female character and he's like, it's amazing. Like if you play as a girl, they think you're a girl, and they give you free stuff. They let you win. So it's so him. It doesn't surprise me at all. Whereas like Kevin can't wait to get that thing off the back of the car. All right, so back to the four-way stop.
all right. So
You got more?
Let's see if there's answers here.
As soon as I give my answer, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're absolutely right."
Will Wagner's watching. Hello, Will.
Oh, hey,
all right.
Will.
Oh, so let me answer your question then. So normally it's whoever got there first.
Yes.
If they're all getting there at the same time, I was gonna say the one that's all the way to the right, but that's not true because they're all there together. They're all there at the same time, and somebody's right. So that the exact same moment, who goes first? And everybody's going straight.
Yeah.
So who goes first? Whichever one is on the main strip? I don't know. That's a weird question. Let's see.
What's Plagano say?
Snare says me. I go first. All right. DJ wants everybody to know he's going to see his husband this Saturday, and he wants the phones open. All right. Well, I'll open the phones. I'll open the phones for you on Thursday, DJ. Okay. Elizabeth Batapete, right? She says, "Who the person going to your right or the person who's going straight?" But that's what I'm saying. Everybody is somebody's to somebody's right, and she said they're all going straight. Plagianos to the right. Then if it's 3 or more, then to the right. Then right turn, left turn has the last right of way.
Yeah, he's got it.
But you said everybody's going straight.
Well, you don't know that.
I asked you, and you said yes.
It's whatever Plagano said.
What?
Yeah. I'm just going to play with my microphone and not make eye contact with you.
The meds, the meds are doing their job, apparently.
This is right.
So it doesn't matter what the details are of the question. Andy's right. That's basically what this comes down to.
Plagano is right.
D, I saw your live post. Oh, Elizabeth Batapete is talking to DJ. Okay, good.
Any other answers?
Will Wagner, you got to remember, Sallie, when he was learning to drive, all the cars were foot-powered like the Flintstones. No, those are the only answers, but apparently it doesn't matter because Andy, even if Andy
Andy's
was wrong,
answer
he was right.
isn't even right because here's
Oh.
the right answer. I have the right answer.
You want to repeat that?
Even Andy doesn't have the right answer. I have the right answer.
Which is what?
Here's the right answer.
All right, wait a minute. Before you even answer this question.
Phone call. It was a text. It was just vibrating like a phone call.
In your ass.
In my butt.
Can you just repeat the question and then give us the answer?
If 4 drivers come to a 4-way stop.
Is there even such a thing as a 4-way stop?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And they all come at the same time, who has the right of way?
And all cars are going straight, yes or no?
I don't know. How do we know what people are doing?
So then I was right. It's the car. All right, go ahead. What's the answer?
Okay, so here's the real answer. Because, when he asked, I just gave him like an honest answer. Because I have to give him an answer like how to pass the test. But I have to give him like real life answers on how it really goes down. And how it really goes down, because this is confusing when you first start as a driver.
It's been confusing for a few minutes.
Quit doing
now,
that nod and head thing.
The
just
what?
like wait, that just.
Andy says he feels very high right now.
Me too. All right, so if everyone comes to the stop, it depends on whether it's like male or female, and it really is true because it gets really confusing. You have to tell new drivers this. When you come to a stop as a female and there are men in the other cars, it doesn't matter if you got there first or they got there first, sometimes they'll go through because they got there first. But if everyone gets there at the same time, it doesn't matter who's on the right because like guys will always wave the women on. And it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what happened. It gets confusing when you're a new driver and you're like a girl and you're like, I'm not on the right. And you're just waiting. And no guys will go because you're there and they're going to let you go. So it's just what happens. So Kevin's like, well, that's like ridiculous. That's like sexism. I'm like, I know, but it's like the way of life. You walk up to a door and a guy... Well, you like as a girl, you cannot open up the door and let people in. Like they'll always still go behind you and grab the handle.
But this is not.
And I'm not complaining. I think it's polite.
All right, but what are we talking about here?
There's no right rule. There's no people to the right when it comes to a 4-way stop because a guy will always wave the girl.
What does the textbook say? What
Plagano said. Plagianos was right.
So you're disagreeing with him?
I'm just saying it's not reality. It's what if 4 guys ended up at the stop sign, or then it would be what Plagano said. But they just don't. Like it's not in them to just drive on when there's a female at a stop sign. They just don't. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like that is really the truth. And when you're like a new girl driver, you're like, why won't he just go? And then you're like, all right, I'm going to go. And after a while, you just learn that you just sit politely and you think you're going to go, but you're going to see the hand waves to wave you on. And it's just how it is. So I just wanted to fill Kevin in on reality. And he's like, well, what if I go? I'm like, then everyone will sit there and be like, I think that guy was kind of gay. So it's just true. Oh, and especially older men. Older men will never drive and leave a female sitting on a stop sign. I don't know whether they have to keep you safe for that 5 seconds. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
Anybody get the feeling that the return was premature? You got to remember, Sallie, when he was learning to drive. Oh, I read that already. Turn indicators, says Will. That's what goes first. To the right, but those going straight have the right of way over those turning. Right.
Yes.
Northeast, southwest, says Elizabeth. Okay, it's 4 guys in drag. What happens? Or what if they don't identify as anything?
Then you have to go. Then you just go to the right.
And then that'll happen.
Look at you with the sound effects. That's really cute.
And I've been playing with the sound effects more because I've been using them at
hockey and stuff.
Yeah, hockey. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not Kevin's car.
Oh, That's Sam.
That's not Sam. That's Zach.
Well, Zach drives fast, but that sound is Sam going through stop signs.
Oh, yeah, well, that is true.
Adam
Sam's
Snared-
not a fan of stop signs.
Adam Snare disagrees with Sallie. I rarely look to see who's driving. Often it's difficult to even see. Oh, I thought he was joking at first. Sometimes it is difficult to see.
Sure. I'm just talking about little neighborhood things. You know, like the four-way stops in the middle of little neighborhoods.
I don't look to see if it's a male or female. I just wave them on because I figured, you know what I hate?
You wave everyone on.
I do, because I hate when stop sign, like two people get to a stop sign and then you're both just sitting there staring at each other. Who's going to go? Should I go? Are they going to go? I just immediately, okay, go.
Yeah.
Immediately. And then the worst, and then they just do it back.
I know.
Like, oh, for crying out loud, go!
Right. That's why, like, when people wave me on, I just, because Kevin will be like, well, who goes? And Kevin, I just sit here and I wait, and I wait for who's going to tell me what the heck to do.
You like being told what to do.
Yeah, I'm like a little bit more of a submissive driver.
Yeah,
I like
baby.
just let them go.
Let them go.
Just go and enjoy their day. But I don't like that either. You're like, oh, you go. No, you go. You know, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to do it back. You go, okay, thanks. And they go and you move on. Instead, and it does happen a lot. You're like, and they're like,
If I wave a guy on, he always waves me on after that.
really?
Yes. there's
I
no
don't do
point.
that. If a girl waves me on, I don't no, I'll go. And then I wave. This is the wave they get. Thank you.
You do,
Just like that.
You do that. I've seen that. He's serious. He does do that.
Actually, yeah, I do.
Yeah. And then when it's behind you, you're like,
When it's behind
like
me?
when you're like, thanks for letting me get in.
Oh, yeah. I'll actually open my window and stick my hand out.
Yeah.
And I keep it out there for a second to make sure they saw it.
You do that.
Well, make sure they see it.
It's nice.
That's the problem
It's
with today's
polite.
world. Not enough people are saying hi to each other. Not enough people are, using their signals and waving and thanking.
I use my signals more now. But driving with Kevin, like practicing with a new driver, it does affect you. It does make you, realize you should, do stuff like that more.
And even, making a phone call or going to a store. Hi, how are you? Like DMV has such a bad rap, for their miserable employees, which personally, try Social Security office if you think DMV's bad.
Yeah, that'll give you something to cry about.
DMV is like a country club compared to Social Security.
Yeah.
And I went to DMV just a couple of weeks ago to do something, and I walked up there with a smile. I said, hi, how you doing? And this lady was nice as pie to me for the rest of the time, joking around with me. She even slapped my hand at one point.
Nice as pie.
Nice
you don't
as
even
pie.
eat. You've never had pie in your life.
All right, as nice as tits. This lady was as nice as tits.
That could catch on.
I was at Motor Vehicle once with my buddy Sab, S-A-B. And we
Are you really going to tell a Sab story? Because
yes.
I've
No,
heard,
this is a great Sab.
I've heard a lot of Sab
I'll
stories.
have you know, my mother, who I believe, I don't know if she still watches or not.
Your mother doesn't know Sab
My
stories.
mother adores Sab.
'Cause she
My
doesn't
mother
know.
adores that man.
Yeah.
We were at Motor Vehicle once.
Let her have those rose-colored glasses for the rest of her life.
And we had this. I mean, we had the stereotypical DMV employee. I mean, bad hair, just miserable.
Yeah.
Like what's her name from Monsters Inc. Sikowski reports. She was very, and she just had this look. Like nobody's kissed her in like 25 years. She's just like this, and give me a paperwork.
Her name tag says Midge.
Yeah. Maud. So she was giving Seb instructions of what he had to do, and she's like, "So you do this, you do that, and then you'll get that going on, or then you'll be, and when you do, you'll take care of this, and you got it." She said, and he goes, "No, you got it," and she just kind of, there's one of you got it going on. All of a sudden, this woman's hair just like morphed into this beautifully
The
coiffed
ice
thing.
melted like the winter warlock.
Yes. Makeup on her face. All of a sudden, she lost 80 pounds. And she was as nice as tits to him for the remaining 15 minutes we were there. It was unbelievable.
That's so funny. Sab.
Sab is awesome. Liz says men are not as chivalrous as they used to be. They will give you the finger.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe even a couple of them, says Will. And then Will says, yes, we're terrible. Tyrone Jackson, is that Billy Joel? Yes.
What?
I'm assuming he's talking about me. Yes, welcome to the Billy Joel Show here at Governor's. It's a show I do,
sing a little ditty.
Once or twice a week in between my Madison Square Garden gigs.
Any song you want. My Home. Sing My Home.
Sing My Home?
Yeah.
Sallie lives in her home. What do you mean, my home? Oh, you're my home?
Yeah.
No. Hello, Tyrone. Tyrone, in fact, if you send me $50, I will send you an autographed picture. Fremder is watching. Hello, Andy.
Andy.
Fremder.
Andy has checked in with me quite often to see how I am.
I bet he has.
It's very nice.
Andy Fremder, I'm in pain. Can you come massage me and make me feel better? I'll be right there, Sallie.
You have to ruin everything. Everything.
Andy Pajanos, I hate when people wave me on.
Yeah.
Wave me on when I definitely had the right of way.
You're like, no shit, Sherlock.
Gloria Miller says, ask him to sing Piano Man.
Oh,
so
yeah, sing that. Good.
Apparently there's a few people on that have. That's nice that, I've been doing this show for a while, and it's nice to see that it's finally catching on. I didn't promote it much because I don't need the money as Billy Joel. But no, I'm not singing Piano Man. It's too early in the morning for me to sing Piano Man.
Trivia.
Yes, I know. We'll get to trivia.
Chop,
I got stuff to do. I got one thing I want to talk about.
No.
Yeah. You don't just come back here after all these weeks and just take over. I'll tell you what the worst is, Andy Plajanos. When the other driver is doing something wrong, and then they give you some kind of gesture like you did something wrong. That's the worst. That is the worst.
That's the worst.
That is definitely the worst.
Yeah, I don't care about other drivers. I just do my own thing. Let people get out of the way.
You just avoid the cops.
I do that. They have other people to give tickets to. Did you have another thing? You're just going to pick your nails while we're waiting on trivia.
Yeah, it's bugging me. You might not be her home, but you are her parking garage, says Liz. Actually, it's the other way around. I parked my car into her garage.
Into my parking garage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth Batterpeach said my voice sounded like Selma from Night Court. Selma from Night Court.
That's exactly
what the hell was her name? Wasn't her name Selma in real life? She was a funny lady. Selma. Wasn't she like a comedian or something?
Yeah, and then I think she died while the show was still on.
Yes, she did. Yeah, that's when they brought in Marcia Warfield. She was a comedian. Marcia Warfield. Who I believe is now dead too. Excuse me. Okay. I got something to talk about. The chief executive of a mortgage company has drawn some criticism he had a Zoom call with 900 employees, which is 9% of his workforce. Okay? I'm going to show you the portions of this Zoom call.
Okay.
Should I turn the sound of it on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Watch this.
Nope, not
Thank
that
you for
one.
joining.
Yep.
I come to you with not great news. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision, and I wanted you to hear from me. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger. If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group being laid off. Your employment here is terminated, effective immediately. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you for everything you've done for Better.
Turn your volume down if you're at work or if you're near kids. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. On a Zoom call.
Take that thing off.
Oh, thanks.
Not that one.
Yep. Thanks. It's a Zoom call. This is how he tells these people they're out of a job. It's what? 2 weeks before Christmas?
I can't even believe it.
Better.com. His name is Vishal Garg. He makes me want to garg. CEO of Better.com. It's a mortgage company. The market has changed. We have to move with it in order to survive, he says.
The only thing that is good these days is selling homes and mortgage companies.
This mortgage company, it's a mortgage lender startup, was recently valued at around $7 billion. $7 billion. $7 billion. That's according to Forbes. The company, which says it uses technology to make home ownership faster and more efficient, is backed by Japanese conglomerate SoftBank. But yet you need to lay off 9% of your workforce, a total of 900 people.
Through a Zoom call.
Through a Zoom call 2 weeks before Christmas. Is that not one of the worst things you've ever seen? That's rape. You rape these people of their pocketbooks. You rape these people of their homes. You rape them of Christmas.
Yeah.
I am totally disgusted. I'd like to find this visual garg and do something.
And
I don't
so
know what,
is
but
it
they'll
all
be
over
trouble.
the internet where like people are like all over it?
People are all over it. This video has gone completely viral. But if you notice, he said
maybe he'll lose his fortune.
If you notice, it said it's the second time he's doing it.
Yeah,
and the first time I cried. Oh, so sorry you cried over doing something on Zoom like a bitch.
Right.
Try being told you will not have a job anymore 2 weeks before Christmas. I was enraged when I saw this.
Well, maybe something bad will happen to him. Maybe people will not use him. There's always other mortgage companies to use other than pieces of shit
so
like
please
that.
do not use, if you're in any type of real estate or if you're buying a house or something and Better.com comes into
Where does he live? Does it say?
I don't think I have that information. Oh, can we do that? Can we look him up and maybe call him? Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's awful.
All right. Well, we have to get the trivia. I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can find a phone number to Better.com and just call.
Yeah, there should be a website against this guy right now.
I ever tell that story at the phone company when I was a chief steward at the union, and they were laying off some people.
Yeah.
That happened. That was just a few weeks before Christmas when that happened.
Yep, it's awful.
And I'll tell it. I'll try to just tell it quick. We were having a meeting. We had some. They were temporary employees, but at the phone company, we were trying to make them permanent. In fact, when I got hired, I was a temporary employee.
Yeah, everyone starts off, and then
not everyone, but
after a few months.
But yeah, well, no, I had a separate contract. I was a 3-year temp.
A 3-year temp.
3 year.
I thought it was like 3 months. 3 years.
For me personally, I was a 3-year temp.
You were still they were wavering about you for 3 years.
Well, 2 out of the 3. They made us wait 2 out of 3, and there were rumors. I remember my first wedding. My local president was at my wedding.
You were a temporary employee in your first wedding too.
And he I was a temporary wedding. And at the reception, I was talking to him. His name was Bob. He's unfortunately passed. Great guy. Love this man. But he's telling me at the reception, oh yeah, there's rumors that they're going to be laying you guys off soon. I was like, Bob, I'm getting married, man. Thank God it didn't happen. I never got laid off.
The marriage or the
right. But it was, I was like, it was almost 2.5 months when I got the call saying that they made us permanent. That was a good day. But anyway, yeah. So we had We had some other temporary employees, and they were only, I think, maybe a year, or maybe even less than a year. But when you come in, you always want to be made permanent. And as a union, we're fighting for jobs. And
Yeah, they make you wait
so
because they pay you a good living, and you have to
Right.
earn. They want to be sure about you.
So I go into work one day, and these temps that I represented, they were at a different location. But I was told, I got a call, can you go down there because we're having a meeting with them. And I had no idea why. I had no idea. I didn't know this was coming. And usually they keep us in a loop when stuff like this is going down. So I go down there, and one of the managers pulls me aside. He goes, you know what's going on? I said, no, I have no idea what's going on. He goes, they're laying them off.
How many people were in there?
It was at least 20. I might have been closer to 30, but it was at least 20. And I was like, what? He says, yeah, they're getting laid off today. So and I called the union. I was like, and they're like, yeah, we're working on this. We just heard, so they're scrambling on their end too. But now I'm in this meeting, I got to attend this meeting, and I'm like, oh my God, like I had never been in a position like that before. So I walk into where the meeting is, and they're all there already, right? But there's no management. So I sit down, and we're just talking. And as we're talking, I'm now starting to realize nobody told these guys. Like the one manager pulled me aside, I guess doing me a solid, but nobody did that for them. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, these guys have no idea why they're here. And I'm actually trying to remember now. I don't think I said anything.
You said something.
Did I?
I don't know. I just know
probably,
you.
Yeah. I don't think I actually said you're getting laid off. I think I did kind of allude to the fact this is not a good day. We're not here for a good reason. Something like that.
Yeah, you can't help yourself.
So the manager comes in, and the manager that comes in, the second level manager, I will tell you right now, this man was one of the biggest jerk-offs that I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
One of those, Mr. Corporate men,
Yeah.
smug and stupid, but they think they're smart.
Yep.
Ugh. And this is, I had a lot of problems with this man. But he comes in, very cold, matter of fact, and, please, pack up your belongings, be on your way. Now, this was a bunch of linemen. These are the guys who put the poles in and hang the cables and do all the men,
And they were permanent already or not?
No. No, these were temps.
Okay.
But
How long were they temps for?
they were there at least 6 months.
Okay.
But again,
But they just weren't working out, or that you didn't need that many people?
it had nothing to do with it. It was just a financial decision.
Okay.
One of them was a girl. And sure enough, this girl, she tears up. She goes, I just got engaged, and I just bought my house. She goes, and you guys don't even give me a warning. You don't, nothing. And she's lashing out at both of us. And I'm like, I didn't know. She didn't, she's like, she did. She came at us. I'll never forget this. I see it like it was this morning. Carrying on. Everybody else is just kind of sitting there. A couple of guys got up and left. They didn't want to hear anymore. They got the word. They're out. This girl kind of lashed at us a little bit. She finally leaves. She's one of the last to go. But now the room is clear. And this asshole of a manager turns to me and goes, why would she get engaged and buy a house when she knows she's not permanent? And I swear to God,
Especially if they make you hang around for 3 years that way. I mean, you have to move on with your life. She could have her second child by then.
It doesn't matter how long. Right, exactly. You move on with your life. You're hopeful. You're trying. You're working hard.
You try really hard.
Exactly. You can't. Oh no, exactly. I'm not gonna have kids for another 2 years just in case. No. You live your life, and you do the best you can, and they should do the best they can to keep their jobs. Like this jerk off.
You know, within 3 months whether you want an employee or not.
Right? Is that what I said? $7 billion.
Yeah.
$7 billion, and this guy's laying off people.
Awful.
How about you? I mean, this guy could probably cut his salary by $1 million and not even feel it.
Oh, right, yeah. A million. He could probably
I'm being
much.
generous there.
Yeah.
It just makes me nuts.
I wonder what it would take to have him notice.
Yeah, true.
Right. $6.5 billion
Right.
he could take away.
People are struggling to live right here in Levittown, and Levittown is probably, I think, one of the least expensive neighborhoods on Long Island. And this clown probably living on a beach and a
Whole
mansion
island named after him.
with his sports cars. You know, try living in Levittown. See how you like it, you son of a... Oh, man, it makes me so mad. So boycottbetter.com. Oh, I think better.com is on the phone. They want to sponsor us. So
We don't want your money, you
Yeah.
douche.
Yeah.
Keep your money, you big douchebag.
I hope his bed made out of $1,000 bills comforts him. Exactly, Will. Exactly.
Right.
He was more focused on his feelings. I cried last time.
This is really hard for me. This is really stressing me out, having to tell you you've lost your job.
Right.
Yeah. That's awful.
Fremder, CEO of a mortgage company. I'm going to get my friend, the Monopoly guy, to build a hotel on this guy's face. When my wife and I role play, she likes to be the boss because then she could lay me off. So we have Sally's return and we have Andrew Fremder's return.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand this week's Tuesday trivia. The way this normally works is me and Sallie take turns asking each other questions, trying to stump each other, trying to stump you guys.
I didn't know I was coming in today.
Sallie decided this morning she was coming in. I was already prepared.
Well, you were going to get a guest, and it didn't work out. And then I felt bad for you. And I said, well, the only thing is I was a slacker and didn't do trivia. And so Tony said he already did it. Just come up with the sex question. So I did that.
No, I told you don't even have to do that, but you did anyway.
You said you only have one sex question.
Right.
So
I said, and that's
came
enough.
up with two.
All right. I said, but I did say that's enough. We don't have to have two.
Oh, we're having two.
Joe Carletto, who is a fan favorite, especially on Tuesdays, he was here with us last week. So I asked him, I said, Joe, why don't you, because he's actually here. He's in the building. So I said, Joe, why don't you come on in? It's Tuesday Trivia. I have paperwork to do. That was the excuse.
That's what he said.
I have
paperwork to do. Maybe he had to make a poopy, and that's the paperwork.
Yeah, that's almost as bad as saying, I have to rearrange my sock drawer.
I have to do that.
This was that was a blatant. The last thing I want to do tomorrow is sit with you and answer those stupid questions.
He gives enough. He's been in here a lot.
Yes.
He's given a lot of time to you.
Absolutely, I love the man.
You do love the man.
So I'm going to ask you some questions in the comments below or next to us, wherever they are to you. Make sure you put your answers. We're going to ask a bunch of questions. Going to try and stump Sallie. Going to try and stump you. I do not give the answers right away. I'm going to ask all the questions. Then we go back because that way that gives you time to answer all the questions. Gives you time to think about it, whatnot. I go back to the beginning. I ask questions again. I go over your answers. I go over Sallie's answers. We make fun of you guys with all your wrong answers. Then I'll give you the right answer. No prizes, no nothing. It's just for fun. There's no theme to it. There's no nothing. It's it's just for fun, and we enjoy making fun of you. With that, question number 1 starts right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you want me to read your answer, by the way, YouTube is the place to watch the show. That's where we're reading comments from, if you haven't figured that out by now. Because I used the Facebook feed to share the show today.
Oh, because the YouTube wasn't ready.
It was just easier, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What? Andy Plagianos.
What?
Andy Plagianos says Tony loves men, plural. Where did that come? What did I say? Why did he say that?
Because you said you loved Joe Carletto.
Oh, so he says I love men, period, plural.
I remembered something.
I know, I'm impressed.
Okay, so I'm on this gabapentin stuff.
Gabapentin.
And it's so funny, like the whole house was like, why do you not remember anything I said to you an hour ago? I'm like, I don't know.
That's bad.
Like, did my concussion come back? I was a little worried. So I looked up the meds that I was on, and sure enough, like top of the complaints. Short-term memory loss.
Yeah, it's been bad.
I feel like it's getting better. I don't know why.
I don't. Oh. Question number 1. How many bullet holes did lawmen put into Clyde Barrow's car when they ambushed him and killed him and his gangster girlfriend, Bonnie Parker, in 1934? Bonnie and Clyde? When the police ambushed them and killed them, how many bullets did they kill Bonnie with? Oh, sorry. The whole car. When they shot at the car, How many bullets were counted?
How many cops?
I don't know that.
So they just all stood around, like let's say there were like 6 of the cops, and they all stood around the car and just fired through the car, through the people, got it all out of their system. Like they were just so freaking sick of these guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. How many
I'm
bullet
gonna
holes on the car?
say
I should have made this a multiple choice, but I didn't.
248.
248, says Sally. All right. Next question. Psychologist William Moulton Marsden.
Marsden.
He is the inventor of the polygraph. Do you know what a polygraph is?
I do know what a polygraph is.
It's a lie detector. William Moulton Marsden, the inventor of the polygraph, also created what? This is a multiple choice question. Did he create the washing machine? Did he create comic book character Wonder Woman?
Oh.
Or did he create the leads that they put on you for an EKG?
Those are the 3 answers. Like
Yeah.
the obvious answer are leads, but so
Okay.
it can't be that
Why
because
not?
that's so silly. Like
Why is that silly?
Because it's the only medical answer.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Wonder Woman.
You're going with Wonder Woman. At what unusual institutions did Johnny Cash record a number of live albums?
What does that mean? Do the sentence again.
At what unusual institutions did Johnny Cash record a number of live albums?
Like you went to like a mental institution and recorded in their sound room?
I didn't say a mental institution, but places, yeah, institutions.
And created an album?
Recorded a live album, performed for the people, a live album. And they recorded it.
Churches.
Sally says churches. And that's right, institutions, right. Here's a nice, easy question for you guys. In the classic film Star Wars, what was the name of the ancient spaceship captained by Han Solo? You're welcome. Do you not know this?
Is there a multiple choice?
What was the spaceship that Han Solo flew? You know this.
I'm more of a Star Trek chick.
Well, that's good,
If you
because this is
say
Star
it-
Wars.
If you say it,
Well, that would be the answer, so I'm not saying it.
like it's at the tip of my tongue, like the Falcon thing.
The Falcon thing. Okay,
Is that close?
sure. Here's a nice hard one for you. What is Daffy Duck's middle name? Daffy Duck has a middle name.
Daffy Duck. Is it just a letter or a name? Name? Daffy Theodore Duck.
Theodore. All right, Theodore.
Because then he could be Daffy Teddy Duck.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. Cute.
It's Teddy Bear.
Yeah. Well, now it's a Teddy Duck.
Multiple choice question coming at you. With what name did Nathan Birnbaum become famous? Is he really Nathan Lane? Is he really George Burns? Or is he just the guy that invented Nathan's hot dogs?
First one.
Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
Peniophobia is the fear of what?
Spell it.
Penia phobia. Peniophobia. 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 Is the fear of what? Pens, being penniless, or bullpens?
Bullpens.
What rock superstar left $2,500 in his or her will for a farewell party so my friends can have a ball after I'm gone?
Is he dead yet?
Yes, this person is dead.
So he did do that?
He or she did it. Am I talking about Keith Moon? Am I talking about Janis Joplin? Am I talking about Jim Morrison?
Keith Moon.
What fast food chain founded in 1964 was named for brothers Forrest and Leroy Raffle? That was their last name, Raffle.
Say the sentence again.
What fast food chain founded in 1964 was named for brothers Forrest and Leroy Raffle? The Raffle brothers.
It was named after them?
It was named after the Raffle brothers.
But it wasn't the Raffles. Like it's like named.
Have
like,
you ever
there's
heard
like
of a fast food
Burger
restaurant
King?
named Raffles? It's a name that you know. It's a restaurant that you know.
Burger King.
You're saying Burger King. So the Raffle brothers started Burger King.
Well, I never heard of Raffles.
Okay, all right. Here's another nice easy question that you better get.
Uh-oh. Is it about the Who or something?
No.
Okay.
What's the response to "See you later, alligator"?
Oh, that's too easy.
You're welcome.
In a while, crocodile.
You have a sex question? I asked 10 questions.
Okay.
You think she would have gotten the phone out and gotten prepared?
Shut up. So, I actually know the answer that I know are 3 different answers. There could actually be more, but I know there's easily 3 answers.
Okay.
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 What is the term for being born with both female and male parts?
Oh, yeah, the hermaphrodite.
That's the one.
That's the only one I know.
Okay.
So, last question. True or false? The aroma of donuts is reputed to increase penile blood flow. True or false? The aroma of donuts is reputed. The aroma of donuts supposedly increases penile blood flow. True or false?
Huh. It's interesting. I'm going to say yes, sure. There's
All right.
nothing bad about a donut. So, just proves my point. To improve your point.
All right. Going back. How many bullet holes did lawmen put into Clyde Barrow's car when they ambushed and killed him and his gangster girlfriend, Bonnie Parker, in 1934? Sallie said 248. Kirsten said 50. Liz Batapete says, "I love Joe. I don't care if he doesn't know all the answers." Elizabeth's got a thing for Joe.
Joe who?
Carletto.
Really?
She was the one last week on last Monday. She was like, and I was like, Tuesday trivia tomorrow. I don't think Sallie will be here, but I'll be working. She immediately get Joe.
Nice. Yeah.
And I did, and I called him up, and I actually said, I said, Liz Batapede is requesting your presence for Tuesday trivia. And that's what got him in here.
She meets him in person.
I believe they've met
Oh,
already.
really?
Haven't
Liz,
they?
have you met him in person?
And why do you say that? He's better looking in person?
He's a fine-smelling man.
Really?
He does it perfect. And for those of you who don't wear cologne, I don't even care about that because that's fine by me. But if you're going to wear cologne as a man, he wears it perfectly. It's just supposed to be this, like, you're standing and you're talking to someone and there's like a nice smell in the air. That's all it's supposed to be.
Really?
Like, you're supposed to, like, you're not supposed to and put it on you. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, like, spray it and, like, kind of walk into it.
Yeah, you spray it into the air and then you walk through, right?
Yeah. And then so he's a fine smelling man. Yeah.
And is he a good looking man?
Oh, sure. Just he's a handsome guy. Yeah. And he's got a couple of different looks. He's got like the beard look. The
Yes, he
shaved
currently has
look.
the beard.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually probably prefer him without a beard.
And without a limb.
No, just because he's just very well kempt. So his he always wears nice clothes.
Did you say very well kempt?
Yeah.
Is that's not correct, is it?
Yeah. So he just, he's got like a nice way about him. So the beard to me doesn't suit him because there's nothing like sloppy about him, Yeah, like beards are more like rugged.
Oh, well, there's a difference between rugged and sloppy.
Yeah. I prefer beards. I just think his look is better. Just his personality.
You notice she still is not,
You're not sloppy.
there it is.
You're not sloppy.
It only took 10
you're
minutes.
Anti-sloppy. There's nothing sloppy about you. Like, you should
Anti-sloppy.
see this guy. He'll like drip a water stain on his shirt. He's like, change the shirt. Like, he just like
That's not true.
any type of stains. Yeah, if
stain,
there's-
yeah, but not
if
a
there's
water stain.
Fuzz on your shirt. You're like, like.
It's not fuzz. It's dog hair.
So we have
Which makes me
dog
sneeze.
hair-
Right.
Yeah.
But then, you do it. Or no, the problem is I do the laundry and all of a sudden there's a shirt covered in dog hair coming out of the dryer. I'm like, what the fuck is my favorite?
Yeah, sometimes there's a lot of dogs in our house, yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, normally it's
What are
only
you
four.
going to do?
What?
What are you going to do?
What?
I suck at that.
You suck at that.
Remember one time I did it right? It
One time out of the million that you've tried.
was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
What are you going to do? Oh, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't
It
bad.
was okay, but it wasn't. It's still not acceptable.
That was really good.
That was
for
not
me.
acceptable. No.
Totally good for me.
Not acceptable.
Next.
Adam Snare said 43. Andy Plajanos said 100. Andy Plajanos was the closest. It was 106.
Nice.
You wanted 248. You're so violent.
248.
I told on the air yesterday. I told the story about the guy on the train the other night.
You so got it wrong.
Because you weren't. I wasn't taking my boots off.
Who takes their boots off if they want to kick some ass?
I was taking my glasses off.
It's a little
right.
different.
It's not different. The point of the story is that you were gearing up to beat this man up when
Well-
you should have been just sitting down and staying
I
safe.
just needed to know what was going on. So I put my hair in a ponytail and I said, I'm
I
going to.
needed to know what's going on.
Yeah, and I said,
As I'm rolling up my sleeves and putting my hair up, I just want to know what's going on.
well, if he needed to be taken down, he needed to be taken down. So here we are. Like when we take the train, we love the spot where it's like where the conductor sits. Like, explain what that is.
I don't even know how to explain that. It's
like this little cubby.
Yeah, so you go into the train. Like the
We find it all the time.
these are Long Island Railroad trains we're talking about. So you got the main car, but then then you walk past where the doors are, and then you have that little section of seats, and then in the front of that is where the conductor sits. But then, like, right behind him is just this one bench.
For two seats.
For
like
two people.
Two people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like closed in.
Yeah, it's hidden.
And it's peaceful. Like sometimes we come back from Penn Station, like the Islander fans are there. Like it's like a busy train. And then we just
Are you picking on Islander fans?
No, but then
Wait
we
till
just
I
got
tell the
used
hockey
to.
guys.
Then we just got used to like finding the seat because it's just like cozy. You know,
It's
we wanna
hidden. You're not
talk,
in sight of anybody. They can't see you.
You want to make out? You never know. Yeah.
You want to diddle?
No, I don't get diddled on a train. No.
Well,
But you
I'm
can
offering
kiss
up
me.
to them.
No, but you can kiss me.
They should diddle.
So anyway, I'm in the inside seat. You can't see anywhere, and we hear this guy screaming his brains out.
Yeah.
And then we see people just
are
move
running.
into the other train, and then so Tony's just like looking around the corner, and I don't know what's going on, and I can't stand that. So I was like, all right, you're gonna need to get out of the way. I need to see what's going on. And then I hear big screaming, so I'm like, uh-oh. So I put my hair up in a ponytail, took my glasses off, and if I need to take out the guy, I'm going to take out the guy.
The guy was on the other end of the car.
But if he ran,
100 feet away.
I wasn't going to run, but if he was coming this way, yeah, he was going down, man. No doubt in my mind he was going to go down. And I'm like 2 weeks after spinal surgery.
Yeah. Unless you're talking about a different type of going down, but
But
the
I
guy was not
wasn't.
attractive, so.
Yeah, but I was not taking my boots off to do this. I was going to use my boots to kick his
Right.
ass.
That was the big detail of the story.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Next. Oh, what do they got? More?
Where the hell were we? Psychologist William Moulton Marston, inventor of the polygraph, also created what? So the man who created the lie detector. Did he create the washing machine? Did he create the comic book character Wonder Woman? Or did he invent EKG leads? Sallie said Wonder Woman.
It's probably a washing machine.
Kirsten O'Flaherty says the EKG leads. So did Liz. She says that too. So does Adam Snare.
Well, because that's the obvious answer. Why would you bring it up?
Andy Plajanos says Wonder Woman.
Like me. So I have to pick. I'm sticking with Wonder Woman.
What in the world are you talking about?
Well, because I was like, oh, it's probably a washing machine.
But I'm telling you that Andy Plajanos picked Wonder Woman.
So that's the right answer.
Andy Plajanos, 99% of the time, is correct.
And you're thinking he's wrong right now.
No, I'm trying to clue you in that he got the right answer.
Oh, so I'm right.
Yes!
Well, sometimes you have that
Shut up.
like face like you're trying to like
Who's
fake
yelling
me
at
out. Do you want me to go take him out?
Yeah, take off your boots. At what unusual institutions did Johnny Cash record a number of live albums? Now, I thought this was easy. Sallie said churches. Kirsten said mental institutions. Elizabeth, Adam, and Andrew Pajanos said prisons.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Fremder, institutions have great reverb. Elizabeth, in fact, nailed it. She said Folsom Prison. That's the
What?
That's the name of the prison.
Oh.
Of his probably one of his most famous live albums, but one of his most famous albums
Did
in
he ever
general.
go to jail?
Folsom Prison. He might
What
have
was
done
his
some jail
attraction to jail?
time. I don't know. They have good reverb.
Bet you had sex with men in there.
Oh my God. Awful. I'm not even going over the next question. The Millennium Falcon. Everybody got
Oh,
it.
I got Falcon.
Yeah,
I
so
got
did
Falcon.
Kirsten. She also wrote Falcon.
And what's the first word?
The Millennium.
Millennium
The
Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
I've seen every single Star Wars, but I'm like, I don't know. A lot of hype. Star Trek's better.
Daffy Duck's middle name is what?
Theodore.
Theodore. Kirsten says Dennis. Andy Plagano says Danger. Elizabeth Batterbeat says Dwight. Adam Sayre says Horatio Tiberius. You know, what is that from, Adam Sayre?
That's from something.
It is from something.
Oh, it is. I'm going to remember it. It's something I love.
Is it?
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
All right, well, nobody got this right.
It's not Theodore.
No, it's not Theodore. At least they all went with names starting with D.
Oh, Tiberius is Captain Kirk, right?
Oh, is that Kirk? Yeah, you might
That's
be right
Captain
about that.
Kirk.
Yeah. Dumas.
What?
Dumas. Dumas. Or in my case, dumbass.
Is that why it was? There he was trying to say dumbass?
I don't think so.
Why? That's kind of funny. Is Dumas a real name?
Isn't it? Yeah, I think I've heard that name.
Dumas?
I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
I feel like I heard a dog bark.
No, I think that was just Joe. I think he went, like that. You thought it was a dog
No, it was like a
barking.
high pitched thing like a second ago.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Maybe it was like a squeak of a door.
With what name did Nathan Birnbaum become famous? Is it Nathan Lane? Is it George Burns? Is it Nathan's Hot Dogs? Sallie says Nathan Lane. Plagano says hot dogs. Snare says hot dogs. Kirsten said hot dogs.
I want a hot dog.
Fremder, I know you're a Star Trek person. You're better off with the Millennium Falcon because the other guy in the Enterprise lost his life checking off. That was the biggest stretch ever. That Andrew Fremder. Oh my goodness. I just That one made me mad. All right, I stumped you guys again. Nathan Birnbaum.
Oh,
George Burns. That was his real name. Peniophobia.
Peniophobia.
P-E-N-I-A phobia is the fear of what? Pens being penniless or bullpens? Sally said bullpens. Kirsten said being penniless. Liz said penniless. Plagano said penniless.
I think you have that, if that's the truth. I think you have a fear of being penniless.
How do I have a fear of it? I've been it my whole life. That is the correct answer.
Oh.
What rock superstar left $2,500 in his or her will for a farewell party so my friends can have a ball after I'm gone? Was it Keith Moon? Was it Janis Joplin? Was it Jim Morrison? Sally said Keith Moon. Andy Plagianos agreed with you. So did Adam Snare. Kirsten and Liz said Janis Joplin. They would be correct.
Oh, it is Janis Joplin?
Janis Joplin.
Wow.
Yep. What fast food chain founded in 1964 was named for brothers Forrest and Leroy Raffle? Sally said Burger King. Liz said McDonald's. And
I think McDonald's was like earlier, right?
McDonald's, I do believe, was earlier. Not too much earlier. Now, Adam Snare is the only other person who answered that. Wow, so Andy Plagianos didn't even take a shot at that one. At least I don't see it. And no matter how many times I said it, you didn't get it. I kept saying to you, the Raffle Brothers. Yeah, I never heard of a place called Raffles. Raffle Brothers. The initials to Raffle Brothers are?
Arby's. Well, why didn't they just call it the letters, like Arby's? Why is it Arby's, A-R?
Because they got creative.
Stupid. Food's bad.
So Adam Snare got it right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan myself.
Maybe it was good back in the day. All the food changed. You know, they made things really cheaper. Maybe McDonald's actually had burgers back then and not these like little thin pancake things.
Yeah, right. All right, so the next question. Kirsten O'Flaherty, do you sing or have any musical ability?
Why?
See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
She wrote, see you in a while, crocodile. There's no rhythm to that. See you later, alligator. See you in a while, crocodile. No, come on. So, but she's still correct. She still gets points.
Yep.
Everybody got that one. I don't even need to keep going on that one. All right, so now your question.
Oh.
Do you really need to, you don't remember it? The short term?
What is a term for being born with both female and male parts?
All right, so we're all saying hermaphrodite. Andy Plagianos, hermaphrodite, Tommy Two Parts, and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, back in the day, they didn't leave the genitalias alone. They lopped it off.
Right. All right, so what's the answer?
No one had anything else other than that?
No, that's what I said. Everybody else said.
Wow, I thought I was going to learn something. I thought people were going to come up with terms that I didn't know.
They have more than one term for this?
Well, it used to be called, medically it's called ambiguous genitalia.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, that's what it's put down on the medical charts. No one puts hermaphrodite
Oh, okay.
on the medical charts.
Why is that considered? So where did that come from? I just assumed that was the medical term.
No, it's like a Greek god or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like running down Thor.
So is that it?
No, so ambiguous genitalia is like what? And then they also, lately, it's been called intersex.
EX?
INTERSEX.
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking you.
What? Say it again.
You said intersex, so I said SEX?
Yeah.
Right. Not like intersection, intersex. Like.
Yeah, that's why I spelled it out.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And I think they use that more now, intersex.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then they just leave your package alone, and then whatever you want to do.
Would you consider that a sex question? That's a science question. Ken Pichelle would be very proud of you.
Everything is
Where is
revolved
Ken Pichelle?
around penises and vagina, which is the sex question rule. And even the answer had the word sex in it.
True or false? The aroma of donuts is reputed. The aroma of donuts is rumored to increase penile blood flow. Sallie said true. Kirsten said true. Adam said false.
I want hot dogs and donuts.
Liz says it would make me want to do it. Angie Plajanos says true.
Oh, Liz wants us to do a trivia day where it's just all sex questions.
Oh.
She even had the name of the day, like it had to be like Thursday and some fun name. I could look it up. I don't know. I was on a lot of drugs when she came up with the idea.
I was going to say...
I was just like, this is the best. And I just like turned over.
I was going to say we'll do that on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that'd be fun. Let's see what she wrote.
Wow. So, yeah, Liz, then she says time to make the donuts.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I have an idea for Trivia Tuesday. Maybe one day do Titillating Tuesday, and all questions are sex questions.
I like that.
Yeah, like once a month or something.
All right. Well, here's the deal. We're going to do that when, Liz, on a Tuesday, Liz, that you're able to come in and do it with us.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So we have to work that out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, apparently we really hit a nerve with Liz.
Why?
Yes, he smells great. Joe is handsome and very nice.
But right, Liz, right? Isn't it just like you're just standing next to him and you like the air is just sweetly different. It's nice. You know, it's not like it doesn't get in your nose or anything. I like colognes bug me.
Andrew Fremder, I once went on a date to a baseball game. I can tell she was into me by the way she ate my ballpark Frank.
Why? Why do you do this? I'm more mad at you than I am him.
It's true. The aroma of donuts it has a reputation of increasing penile blood flow. And so does licorice, pumpkin pie, lavender, and chocolate. I got to eat more chocolate. So it got to increase my penile blood flow.
No, you don't need any help increasing your penile
I can park my tractor
flow.
into your garage.
Your penile blood flow just flows just fine.
My favorite seat on the train is also where the conductor sits. My least favorite seat on a train is the toilet. That's from Fremder. Oh, Suzanne Fascino.
Yay, Sue.
Sue, I'm trying. When I used to have... when we used to do Tuesday Night with Tony.
Sue wrote me too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yes, Sue. I had surgery, so I wasn't... I'd be like, I love you.
Sue,
I don't even know what she wrote me, but
this past Sunday, Sue invited us to her house, but we went
really?
to see Genesis.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I asked Sue, when we used to do... For those of you who aren't familiar, we used to... Before we were doing this show at Gov's, we had a show called Tuesday Night with Tony, and we would just go live on Facebook out of your living room. Started out in my basement, and my son used to do it with me, and then it moved to your house in your living room.
Zach was fun.
Zach was a lot of fun. We had this tradition there. We did the show for 2 years.
Yeah.
And we had a tradition at every Christmas. Our last show for Christmas, we would celebrate it with Suzanne Fascino's sons.
Oh, right.
And they would get out their instruments and they would play Christmas tunes.
Yeah.
So I said to Suzanne, I said, we need to bring that tradition back.
But Sue never decorates her house enough for Christmas. So, like, it's just a downer. You're like, is it Christmas? Is it not? Are we keeping Christ in Christmas? Because... I
think there's like this much of her house not decorated, which really ruins the whole vibe of the place.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get her and her sons in here for our last show before Christmas. I do not have a confirmation yet.
And we still can't hook up your amp, can we? Bring your own amp.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. And
Just
then
bring a small
sometimes I
amp,
try to make it work, and it doesn't work.
But
And the sound doesn't come out good.
San Filippo got it to work,
No,
didn't he?
it never did. It
Oh, it
always
never-
made
it
it
never
like
worked? All right.
really. It was a bad sound.
I have a small amp if need be that I can bring if need be. So it's actually worked out pretty well for us. A lot of the musicians bring in a small amp.
There's no way they don't have a small amp. They have everything.
Yeah, true. And we just prehistorically put a microphone in front of it. But we balance it out with the levels here on the board, and it comes out fine.
It comes out, and
It comes out
it
fine.
took Tom like 4 shows for him just to believe me. I'm like, Tom,
Yeah.
stop it.
Meanwhile, that's what we did every time he was our guest.
Right. Yeah.
The guy that invented the lie detector also invented something called cheating on your significant other. Snare says it's the right answer is, what is it, Tony? What? Arby's is better than most fast food at least, says
who
Adam
said
Snare.
that? Adam,
Really?
Adam, you are so wrong. It's like slimy. It's gross.
Kirsten admits to not being able to sing or have rhythm.
Yeah.
Ambiguous genitalia is the name of my punk band in high school, says Plagianos. Penniless is a fear that I developed after I had my bar mitzvah. When my wife and I role play, I like to be the UPS guy. That way I can deliver my package. Andy Plagianos is writing down. Sallie said it was okay for titillating Tuesday. Liz, I will see you soon. I will bring the donuts, licorice, chocolate, and the lavender-scented candles. See that? I'm telling you, Liz is trying to seduce us and have her way with us, and I'm all for it.
You think every woman likes to kiss another woman, and they do not.
She's the one. She's the one that comes up with this every time. She's the one that sparks it every single time.
Eggs you on.
Yes,
Yeah.
because she wants it.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Suzanne says, I have all year-round Christmas decorations. Suzanne is awesome.
You walk in the house, and seriously, it makes you go, is Santa here? It's like,
As it should be.
I know. It's like, that's why
She,
I'm teasing.
she,
It's perfect.
yeah, she has...
It's not overbearing. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Her personality is Christmas.
Yeah.
She's happy and gleeful and pleasant.
She's a good egg.
She's everything positive in the world.
Yeah, there's nothing about her personality that you can complain about.
Not a thing.
There's nothing.
And I've known her since 85.
And then you meet her husband,
6.
Tom, and you're like,
He's the same way.
yeah, you're like, you're so happy to be in their presence.
And she's been this way since I've known her, 85, 86, however long I've known her. She was that way. I met her in high school. She was that way then. Back then.
And then you look at them and you're like, because you're so great, I'm so happy you have each other. Like, that's what you think. You're just like,
Yep.
wow, you could just relax and be like happy in their happiness.
And just to avoid any confusion, Suzanne, if Tom is around, Paul. No, I'm confusing the boys' names with
Thomas and Paul, and Tom is
the father. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just confusing myself. He can come too. I don't want to. Sometimes people come in, like I'd be like, "Where's so and so?" Well, he didn't know he can come.
No, he can come in.
So no, I'm inviting the whole family.
My favorite is when you invite a guitarist in, and they're like,
I have
"Where's
to bring
your
the guitar. Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't just want to assume you wanted me to play. Wait, no, I want to talk to you. Bring your guitar.
Suzanne, I'm going to call you guys daily so you can make me feel good about myself, she says.
If she doesn't feel good about herself, then let's just all kill ourselves.
That's a loaded statement, though, right there.
Yeah.
Get on the phone to make her feel good. I mean, some people charge, $3 a minute for that.
Yeah. You should have done that for a living.
Sex phone?
Like sex phone stuff.
What?
I knew
What?
because you'd be good at
Me?
that. Yeah, you make a lot of money. I had this manager that I worked with at Marriott, and he used to do the girl voice, and he made a killing.
What?
He signed up for the boy voice. He was like 28. We were like 25, 26, 27, 28. I think he was like 28. And he said, yeah, he started out just being the guy, and no one was calling back. And then he pretended to be a girl one time for fun, and he made a killing.
Come on,
so
really?
guys would call him, and he would be the girl, and they wouldn't know. And he was fantastic because he knew exactly what he wanted.
How have you never told me this story?
I don't know.
That is crazy.
I have a very layered life. There are many things you don't know about me. I'm an onion that's to be peeled. Yeah. Why is that such a weird story?
I unpeeled you yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Because it's a great story. I'm
he
surprised
made a
he's never
lot of
told me.
money.
How much did he make? Give me
A
an
lot.
idea.
He made a living at it.
So you really think I should do that? You would let me do that?
No.
Oh.
You want to call guys with
No,
the girl
I don't.
voice?
I don't have a good girl voice, and I wouldn't want to call the guys anyway.
I would let you call guys.
Okay, great. Why can't I call girls?
Because you can only talk like that to me.
But there's a lot of money to be made, according to you.
I don't know. What if you start to like the girl you're talking to, and then
I don't even know her name. What do you mean? How I get to
we
know?
break up, and
Right, because I always get. It would always be a girl that would live right in Massapequa that would call. Actually, I did know a girl
that's
that
the
did
point.
that.
He made no money calling the girls, and he made a killing calling the guys. That's the point of the story.
You're the one who brought it up. You're telling me that I should do that. So you think girls would call
I
me?
said you should call guys.
That's not what you said initially.
Yeah, but
I did know a girl that used to do that. And then
he would do it all day long.
and then
That's the funniest thing.
she once told me that she got a call, and she has no doubt in her mind that it was another guy, a mutual friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she to this day never told him, but but she told me.
That's great.
Yeah, I should practice. Let's practice.
You have to be the girl.
No,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't have a girl voice.
You
And,
have
what would
you
be my name?
You have a girl voice.
I don't have a girl voice. Yeah, when I imitate you, I wasn't taking off my boots. I was just putting my hair up, so because
my
he was going
glasses
down,
off.
and
Yeah.
my shoes and my glasses.
Yeah, it's just a completely different story. Saying, "Oh, let me take my boots off."
It's not a
Running
completely
in my
different
socks
story.
like a 7-year-old.
The point of the story is that you were going to go kick ass. It had nothing to. You could have been shoving a banana in your ear. It doesn't matter.
No, what makes me look like if I'm gonna be a killer, it makes me a dumb killer. My reputation is at this stake.
What would be my name? So
Delilah.
girls are calling 1-800-STUMP-LOVE.
Daffodil.
Daffodil.
Daisy.
so
You
what's
should
my-
be Daisy.
Hey, you've called Rock.
Rock.
Rock? I don't know. What's a good name?
Daisy.
Oh, my God. Oh, you know what? We're here at Governor's. You called the governor. Is that a good one?
Yeah, not this. And it would turn a lot of people off because of Governor Cuomo.
Oh.
Yeah, people would
Well, it's a 1-800 number. People are calling from all over the place.
Yeah, but everyone hates their governor.
Let's see. What else we got? You're calling...
That's how you're going to get your ideas from looking around the room.
I don't know. I'm
Duct
trying.
tape.
Daffy Duck's middle name, Dumbass. You called...
Dumbass.
Thanks for calling Dumbass Love. DJ D Love.
DJ D Love. You're not he,
Should I
he
steal? Oh, that's
copyrighted
right.
it.
He made that official.
He did not want anyone to steal his name.
Well, my initials are TJ.
Yeah.
TJ D Love. So I'm changing one letter. I'm good.
TJ D Love.
Thanks for calling TJ Love. Transsexual.
Ambiguous genitalia.
Come on, what'd be my name? Thanks for
Smoochy poochy pooch. Man, we torture Kevin. Poor Kevin has had a girlfriend for several months, and we just torture him.
let's see, where were we? Both boys are at Berkeley, says Suzanne. I'll have Tom bring the Moonflower Band, play Santana.
We've had them in here.
We've had them in here, but I'm more than happy to bring them back.
Yeah, we've had them in at least once. We had them in our house for the Tuesday.
Yep, and we've had them in here too.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Actually, yeah, let's do it.
Actually, just Sue and Tom would be fun to come in here. They're interesting. They've had interesting lives.
Elizabeth says, limbitless? Limbless? Limitless? Or just
Limbless.
limbless?
Is that what she's trying to say?
She wrote Limbitless. Limbitless. Kirsten says Andy should do it with his impersonations. Then Andy says, please isolate Sallie saying ambiguous genitalia.
Knockem and Cotty.
I think I just said cock.
You know, we should play for them.
What?
That other footage I have of you that makes you laugh.
Oh my God.
Should we play that?
So funny. Okay, so
Really?
you have it?
Yeah, I have it. I didn't.
You're just going to do this?
Yeah. Actually, I can't, right? Because then they can't hear it.
I'll just do it from here.
Oh, so we're gonna do this in syncopation.
Okay, so should I tell them? Or play it first and then I'll tell them what it was?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Those of you who are Walking Dead fans will really love this. You can totally hear it.
Okay.
So I'm not a big snorer, but when I came back from the hospital, Are you showing the picture, you douche? I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what I said to you.
I
That's
said
what I
you're
said
just
to you.
gonna hold the sound up, and you said yes. And at the end, you have to show me sleeping. You're a dick.
Before that, I said, you really want me to show this?
Yeah, meaning the thing.
Show it. Not hear it, show it.
Such a dick.
I'm not a dick. I was going by your permission.
Such a dick.
You dick.
You're the dick.
You're on drugs.
You're the bigger dick.
You're a drug addict.
Fucking ass.
Pronounced limitless. Only you have one less limb. Oh, she was doing a play on words. I didn't get that.
I got that.
Tony, quick, do all the stuff she would usually say no to.
So yeah, so I get home and to do the surgery, they actually have to go through my vocal cords. Like they separate out the vocal cords to get to the spinal area. And so yeah, it took, I couldn't even it was really, I think that's probably one of the parts that still hurt the most. My neck
The vocal cords?
still is a mess.
Yeah.
But the vocal cords, I actually feel like a pulled muscle up in here that I have
Yeah.
to work on.
And it's bad.
So the whole snoring thing through it.
But you're on your way, and we're happy and we're thrilled that you came back today.
Thank you.
Very excited that you came back today. Always love doing Tuesday trivia with you.
Thanks. And I didn't even have to do any of the questions.
There you go. You didn't do
It
anything.
was the best of all worlds. Yeah. I stress about it, those questions. I start on Saturday trying to find answers. I'm like,
I think you're so you're taking so many medications that you've actually gone till 12:45.
yeah,
I'm shocked.
yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We got Not Another Pucking Podcast, Comedians on Hockey, tonight at 5. Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni, tonight at 6:30.
So far.
Excellent. And then we're off tomorrow. But you have Donversations with Don Sill tomorrow night at 7:30. And then we're back on Thursday. Tim Crompier on Zoom on Thursday's show.
Zoom. He lives in freaking down the road. He won't come in here?
What do you mean down the road? No, he's out east.
No, he isn't. He lives in Massapequa.
No, he grew up in Massapequa.
Oh, he doesn't live in Massapequa
I
anymore?
don't
Oh.
think so. No, it was
I'm
Amityville.
you can pick him up on the way over.
No, he's from Amityville, not Massapequa. I mean, it's the next town over, but yeah, Amityville he's from.
I could have sworn that's where he lived.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm not positive about that.
All right.
Tim Crumpier on our show on Thursday. James Mattern on our show on Zoom on Friday. You can go see those guys at one of the Governor's Comedy Clubs this weekend. So go to govs.com, make your reservations. Liz says, yes, you were definitely missed.
Thanks, Liz.
What is that supposed to mean? No, I'm kidding. Fremder, the sound of the snoring sounds like the two bears fighting over a salmon.
It actually sounds exactly like the dead people on The Walking Dead. Like exactly. Like me and Sam will just sit on the couch and play the thing for fun. Like look around for walkers. See?
Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. Who's doing? So you're here tonight with them?
I'm here with.
I don't remember what we decided.
Yeah, you were gonna do hockey.
I got hockey. You're doing.
And I'm doing
good times, bad times.
Good times, bad times.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
See you guys. We'll see you on this show on Thursday. See ya.